Good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot. I just wanted to give a quick thank you to those of you who followed me over from my other channel, The Done Creative. I am just having so much fun here and I hope you guys are enjoying the little daily dose readings that I've been doing, just the quick, short, and sweet. If you come across it, it is your message. If you don't see it, maybe there's no message for you. But yeah, I'm making a little playlist, so those could be easily bingeable if you guys just want some, pep talks from spirit and just some love from the other side. It can be an easy thing you can put on in the background and just listen to the guidance that comes through if you choose. But for this pick a card reading, we are going to be figuring out what you can expect for the month of November 2022. I cannot believe I'm saying that already. Like, how did this year go by so fast? Is it just me or does anyone else feel that way? You'll have to let me know below if this year just flew by for you. Wow. So, if you are new to my specific monthly readings, I like to do a more in-depth kind of deep dive into the energies of the month of November, and just to caveat all of these readings to say that if you ever hear anything in this reading or any other reading that you do not want to experience, that you do not like, this is letting you know you can change it. This does not have to be your outcome. This does not have to be your reality. I guess the same thing goes for the positive things as well. If we don't take certain actions that are indicated, maybe those good things won't happen either. But if you are new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy and focus in on pile number 1 with the flower, pile number 2 with the unicorn, and pile number 3 with the quartz crystal. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for those timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. But if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you, so you can keep that in mind as well. Please remember though, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest behind. But without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the month of November 2022. And like I said in the intro, this is a more in-depth prediction, so if you need to push pause, save this, and come back to it later, I totally understand, because we're diving deep into these energies. So you guys selected this little flower that I think we're just going to go ahead and set her right up here so we can look at her throughout the reading. Oh, and we have here Feather. Think first before you judge. This is going to be the underlying energy. Normally I will pull that from the bottom of the tarot deck once we've got it all dealt out, but today we are starting with this card. The Feather. Think first before you judge. This card always reminds me of that game that we used to play when I was a kid, maybe even early teens, like tween age, called Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board. And that's what they're doing here, is they're seeing if they can lift this person up. And, it never worked for us, so, that was just us trying. But maybe there is something you have been trying to make happen in your life, be it a relationship, personal growth journey, a manifestation, and it's just not coming. It's just not been happening. There are some things that are shifting this month for this to be blown wide open so that you can go in the direction of this thing, this relationship, this whatever it is that you've been waiting for, because we have the number 26 here, and that adds up to an 8, which is like a big green light go with whatever it is you're trying to do or manifest. Some of you might even completely switch gears. With this think first before you judge, some of you might already just, upon hearing something, have an aversion to it or think, oh no, that would never be for me, I could never do that. But this is you just allowing whatever is being presented to you to marinate before you make a decision on it, because something that might seem fly by night or I don't think about that, or I don't really want to experience that, you might actually get some benefit or use out of something coming your way. There's an opportunity. And I think for many of you, this is like a short term, like maybe even a one-day commitment, maybe volunteering somewhere, or someone asking you to babysit their kid or something, that this opportunity actually turns into something beautiful. Even though the opportunity itself is done and over very quickly, it's leading like down a path or down a timeline where there's more opportunities for you to expand and grow in all the areas that you've been looking to expand and grow in. Okay, so let's get our tarot cards out on the table for the month ahead. So we're going to start with the past position. This is the energy you're bringing into November. I'm going to kind of deal them out as quickly as we need to, and then we're going to go back to the beginning and dive really, meticulously into the energies. So we're starting with the past energies coming in. Ooh, we have 6 of Cups, lots of nostalgia, and it's very funny that I started this off with like a little story about the game I used to play as an early like tweenager time. So this is...
Sorry, I just got interrupted. My husband actually called me letting me know that my father-in-law, who's been in the hospital, he might be released today. So maybe you guys are getting news. We were about to deal for the present moment, or the month of November itself. So maybe you're getting good news about a family member's health. I always take these things that happen during the readings as major signs from Spirit that is indicative of what's going on in your life as well. So we have your 3 of Pentacles for November. So for the end of November, going into December, January, maybe even as far out as February of next year, can't believe I'm saying it, we've got the letters. Alright, hopefully we can see all that up there. Yay, it's not cut off. Okay, and for your best path to follow for November, and like I said, we're coming back up here to focus on and break all this down. We got the Fool energy, new beginnings, taking away the faith. This is going to be your wish coming true this month. We have Temperance. Alright, I'm loving this so far, you guys. And the outcome for group 1. Okay, so we have here the Knight of Pentacles, you guys! Yes! Okay, let me kind of fix the off-tiltedness of this and I'll be right back.
Okay, so we're going to start right here with that past energy you're bringing in. This could be from October, September, maybe even as far back as the end of summertime in August. So, wow, yeah, this is a lot of nostalgia energy. This is thinking back, maybe even doing a lot of healing or a lot of touching up or tuning into your inner child. Just really getting a lot of healing. I'm getting a lot of healing vibes from this. So whether this was physical, mental, emotional, spiritual healing that you've been doing or have done during that 3-month time frame, you're just kind of bringing some of this nostalgic energy in, maybe to aid in more healing, but for the most part, there's a lot of forward momentum here. You guys aren't really having to clear a lot of the past because I think you've paved the way by doing so much healing lately, and now you guys are ready. You are ready to take this leap of faith with a new beginning, because in the month of November itself, you guys are getting yourselves out there. You're putting your best foot forward. You might be working with other people. And we've got a wolf, or kind of like 3 wolves here, and then this caribou, or maybe it's an elk. I'm not 100% sure the difference. But yes, we have here, it's like these 3 are working together to hunt this poor little elk here. And what I'm really seeing with this, though, is I'm really more reading this as you might find friends in unexpected places, or people you once kind of had some friction with. You're actually working together. This could even be, for some of you, a co-parenting situation where in the past this other co-parent has given you a lot of issues, and it's been like brick wall, resistance, a lot of trouble, and they're actually working better with you in the month of November. It may not be perfect, but I see a lot of cooperation going on compared to months or even years past. Those of you not in a co-parenting relationship, this could just be finding a balance in the home with yourself, any roommates, or other people you're living with, basically doling out or dishing out responsibilities and chores and making sure that everybody's doing their fair share. You're not feeling, because we've got 3 people here lifting the same thing, the same person here, working together in 3s. So there might be 3 people you're working with to, have a common goal with. Because we have this person in the middle, it's an elk, and then this person between these 3 that are working together to lift this. And remember, think first before you judge. Don't judge a wolf by its coat. Don't judge a caribou by its horns, whatever the case may be. You are seeing through someone's intention to the heart of them. So for the end of the month, this is the end of November, like I said, going into December, January, maybe even as far out as February, there is a big life-changing decision you guys are making. But this to me is a very exciting decision you're making about your future. For some of you, that could look like moving in with a partner or a roommate situation. For some of you, I really am picking up this romantic element. So you might be moving in with a romantic partner for the first time, and some of that collaboration is you deciding, well, we each have a toaster. Do we need both these toasters, or should I get rid of mine? Should you get rid of yours? Who's going to be the one taking the garbage out? Who's the one doing the dishes? Just very mundane examples here, but moving in, it's not just, okay, we moved in and now on with our lives. There's a lot of nuance to even your day-to-day routine once you move in with someone. Or if you're moving as a whole family, a whole new layout of a home is going to have, well, in the old house we kept spoons over here, but in this house they're going to be over here because it just makes sense with the layout. So maybe even just shifting your day-to-day routines, even those of you not moving. These are just very specific examples Spirit's giving. If you do not resonate with these specific examples, take more the energy of what's being said than the exact example. Because energetically speaking, this energy is coming in for you to collaborate with others for a common good, for a common goal. But there's a big decision, life-changing decision you are making this month. Toward the end of the month, I would say the 22nd through the end of the month, the 30th, would be when this big decision is coming up for you guys to be able to make your dreams more of a reality. Remember, you're taking action. So sometimes those decisions need to be made so that you know what steps to take or what direction to even go in the first place. For your best path to follow, this is going a new direction. Some of you are leaving something behind. But remember what I said, this felt like an empowering decision, not something that was sad. Although even those empowered decisions can have like a bittersweet or kind of a silver lining kind of vibe. If you're leaving a workplace you've been at for a long time and you really love some of your coworkers, you're gonna miss seeing them every day. So yes, you're maybe excited about something new, but you might miss that nostalgia of the past. But your best path to follow is just, I'm hearing that song from Revenge of the Nerds, very funny 80s movie. It's like, you've got to put one foot in front of the other, put your left foot down. It's just funny and kind of stupid, but you can look it up. Revenge of the Nerds, one foot in front of the other, I think is just what the song is called. But it's a kind of a self-growth anthem, like, just keep on going, you can do it. But he doesn't look like he's about to attack this little hare that is waiting here, this little snowshoe hare. He looks more curious than anything. So he's just taking this leap of faith or putting one foot in front of the other out of this sense of curiosity. So going in the direction of something new with this sense of curiosity really is going to be your best path to follow this month. And for your wish fulfillment, we have Temperance here. So a lot of you that have felt very chaotic, very out of balance, there is this sense of balance and peace coming into your life, some harmony, maybe even some good night's sleep. Those of you who suffer from insomnia, or maybe you've had some issue that's been keeping you up, maybe some pain. I'm seeing someone having to pee like 3 or 4 times a night. If you're anything like me, that's me every night. Sorry, TMI, but yeah. This is about you actually getting a restful sleep. Even if you are waking up a little bit here and there, you're getting more restful sleep. And it's funny because we're not moving on quite yet to the last card in this part of the reading, but he's slumbering, he's hibernating. All his hard work that, he's stored up, he's going to benefit from that. But we're going to get more into that momentarily. But at the heart of the Temperance card for me, it is, yes, about balance, but it also is about our connection to spirit, our connection to our own higher self, and our connection to those spirit guides of ours that are helping guide us and love us. And one of your wishes coming true this month is you're getting a very, very clear message from one of your dominant or prominent spirit guides in your life. For some of you, this feels like it's a crossed over loved one energy. You're getting a lot of signs, symbols, synchronicities from this crossed over loved one, and they are letting you know they are with you. My eyes went over here to this Luna moth. And then we have the moon here, Luna, the moon. So there's a lot of moon symbolism, moth symbolism, specifically a Luna moth. They might send you symbolism of a Luna moth. And when you see that on a t-shirt or out in the wild somewhere, if you're lucky enough, I don't know even where they would be. I've never seen one in real life, but they are beautiful. Could even be other butterflies or even a specific symbol that you have set aside, or anytime you see that specific sign, that it is from that loved one. They are sending this to you loud and clear this month. So you will feel a deeper sense of connection, not only to those crossed over loved ones or spirit guides, but even to your own higher self, which is a very powerful thing to feel. Into the outcome for the month, and we still have oracles and little messages to get into as well in addition to this, because we're really diving in this month. Yes, we are. But for your outcome of the tarot portion anyway, we have the 9 of Pentacles. He is sleeping, he is resting easily. He knows that all that hard work and effort he has put in all this month, and even in months past, years past, decades past, quite possibly, it is paying off in such a big way. he's now able maybe to take that vacation. This is very vacation vibes to me. Like, I've put in all the effort, I've put in all the work, I've harvested and reaped it, and now I get to enjoy myself. Some of you, that vacation might just look like you staying home and taking a few days off to catch up on your sleep, or to relax, rejuvenate, take a salt bath, really pamper yourself. I'm seeing you, maybe some of you are even going shopping, because I think before he went to hibernation mode, we got all these fish on the wall, we've got the pentacles, we've got some, foliage going on here and there. So he kind of stored up for the winter. I know that's more of a squirrel thing than a grizzly bear type of thing, but what I'm really reading with this is you've saved up some money for something, and now you can make that purchase. That could be a home, that could be a vehicle for some of you, that could be even just as simple as a winter wardrobe. I don't know your life. Whatever feels like something you have been saving for or want to save for, this month might be, before the end of November, that you finally get to make a decent purchase. So this is something you've either wanted for a long time, or it costs a lot of money and you've been saving up for it. At any rate, it feels very exciting. It feels like this sense of accomplishment that you finally get to, put down that down payment, or, buy that item, or donate that money if that's your thing. Whatever it is, this feels like a sense of accomplishment. Some of you might even be paying off debt. I really do see that as like, treat yourself by paying off your debt and getting rid of that worry in your brain of, okay, I gotta make another payment, another payment, another payment, another payment. So that is the outcome. Now we're going to go ahead and get into our oracle card portion, which I hope we have. I already used, like, these are gigantor sized cards, and then I used a decent sized thickness of card here for the tarot, so we're going to probably have to stack and run out of room here, but hey, we can still see the cards. I think it's good, right? So we already have our 2 cards, what you can expect, group 1 for the month of November. We have here First Breath, Beginner's Mind, and that is very Fool energy. Look at that. We have the number 21 here, and I forgot to mention, or I did mention actually, now that I'm remembering, the number 8, the 26 adds up to 8. So we've got 26, we've got 21, this adds up to 3, this adds up to 8, and then we do have another 8, Crown Games, Right Use of Power. So like I was saying about this, these guys aren't just gonna, they're working together. They're not one person's getting all the accolades or the glory, or, they're working as a team. So I think any teams, any projects, any commitments you have going on this month, you don't feel there's an imbalance of power, because also to remember, you did have as your wish fulfillment this month is there's feeling more balance, more peace around the home, around the work life, around even just like over your head and your heart, your ego and your higher self, the devil and the angel on your shoulder. You're just feeling more balance in these areas as well. But with this Beginner's Mind, pairing this up with the Fool energy as your best path to follow. Be very open-minded for new hobbies, new side hustles, new ideas, new inspirations, new creative endeavors. Just anything that strikes your fancy, or maybe you didn't think it did. Maybe now it is striking your fancy, but just be very aware that there's a lot of opportunity here for your growth, for your abundance, to, set down some really strong roots on your foundation of whatever it is you're trying to build in your life. And for some of you, this is like a healing journey, spiritual healing, emotional, mental, or even physical healing, or all of the above. For some of you, you've been on quite a journey to really make your life, like the quality of your life, better. And this month, you're really going to see a lot of that hard work paying off for the quality of life, the quality of the food you're putting into your body, any supplements or medications you're taking or not taking, the hydration effect, moving your body, getting enough exercise and good sleep, really taking care of yourself, pampering yourself, taking time out to do things you enjoy and not just be all work, 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 because I see a very beautiful balance of work, life, and other people, connections with other people. So there's a really nice balance. And here she's kind of almost like balancing these different planets. They're not all like on the same level, but she knows, okay, right now I really need to focus on this, but tomorrow I can really focus on this. Next day I can focus on this. It's just knowing in any given day or moment what should be the focus, what should be the priority. And you are almost expert this month about knowing where your attention should be going in any given moment or day or week. Okay, what else do we have going on? Please, Spirit, for group number 1, November 2022. I'm really loving your reading, guys, by the way. Your energy, you just feel like you are ready to make some changes, and I love it. Ooh, yes, there's that vitality I was just talking about. You are ready. You're here for it. You're showing up, but you're not overdoing it. That's the key here, is not overdoing something. And specifically, we've got Fig here, vitality. We've got the sign of Taurus. We've got the number 32. 3 plus 2 adds up to 5. So there's big changes coming to your vitality. Like we were already saying, the quality of your life is increasing a lot this month. All that hard effort and work you've put into healing and, having a better quality of life is really paying off for you guys this month. I just cannot say it enough. Group number 1. Wow. And so maybe even eating figs, that might be something that's very beneficial to you. And then we also have a snake here, a lot of healing coming in. Shedding that old version of yourself and, starting afresh with something completely new. We also have here trust with basil. So cooking with basil, using basil in, it didn't seem very appetizing to me to make basil tea, but I actually made some basil tea and it was good. I wasn't like disappointed. I thought it was good, just from my own garden. So maybe some of you are trusting your intuition, your clairvoyance, your claircognizance. Specifically, though, that clairvoyance, that third eye is really on and popping this month. And you have yet another 21. So looking up angel number 21, 21, or 33 would be beneficial. And because we have a 32 here, 32 into 33, there's progression. So you definitely are gaining momentum in whatever it is you're trying to accomplish this month. We also have the sign of Scorpio. And remember, I had said Taurus over here as well. So this is about, the Taurus and Scorpio axis, they are exactly opposite of each other at all times. And I'm really reading into these two energies. I'm almost reading this as the moon and this one as like a Neptune kind of energy. I'm not sure that that's exactly what it is, but that's what Spirit gave me, is Neptune and moon. And both of them do deal with insight and intuition and imagination. And they both can feel deceiving at times, but because you have the trust card here, this is letting you know you can trust your intuition very, very much this month. That is beautiful. Yes, let's see what else is coming in for group 1, the month of November 2022. I'm going to get one from this deck. And we have here blessings. Yes, all that abundance we were talking about. Whoop, there it is. There you go. Your blessings are coming. I don't think I need to really dive too far into that card because it's really speaking of blessings. Let's see any challenges that might be coming up this month for group number 1. We have here sacred space. So the challenge might be carving out a bit of sacred space. Yes, you are working together with those in the home to kind of figure out responsibilities and duties, but maybe there is this bit of challenge. Or those of you that already, have an established home and everything, maybe you're redecorating or redesigning or, purging, decluttering, deep cleaning your space to make room for those new little eggs here, these new beginnings, these new opportunities. Because energetically, there might be some dusting, some cleaning of cobwebs from closets and, purging of items that can really free up energetic space for new energy to come in with all of this beautiful new energy that you've got going on here as well. All right, so we have 2 more little decks we're going to pull from. So first and foremost, what does group 1 need to know about the month of November 2022? Specifically about the blessings. I want to know more about the blessings. We got 2 though. I was only going to pull 1, but well, maybe there's 3 for you guys. Wow. You guys are just getting it today. All right. So we have Wildflower. Live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. Yes, this is that decision you might be making to kind of uproot your life and make those big changes, that big leap of faith in a new direction, and then being able to grow that new garden somewhere else. We also have Release, which those of you who have been following me for a few minutes now, recently I've decided to lighten my load. It says lighten your load. Lighten my load of the word release. I no longer want to use this word in my life or even in my readings anymore because the etymology of the word means to do something again, and lease means that you sign a contract for a certain amount of time to pay something or to contribute something. Well, I don't want to release or sign a contract on the things I'm trying to let go of. So finding a better word like let go, I know that's more than one word, let go, transmute, alchemize, these are probably better words to use in your vocabulary than release, but you know, to each his own. If you love the word release and it resonates with you, please continue to use it. We also have here though, persevere, no stone unturned. So you guys are getting, because I asked what blessings, you're going to be able to be bound by nothing. Specifically, some of you are releasing some subconscious programming or blocks to your abundance mindset. So maybe that lack mentality or scarcity mentality, specifically maybe even surrounding money or your resources. This is releasing for you. I just used it, sorry. You're letting go of that subconsciously so you can make room for a more abundant mindset. You're persevering. You really are feeling motivated to take action in the direction. But again, without burning yourself out, because you have the vitality to persevere and really trust yourself. Trust how your body feels. Listen to your body. Listen to your mind. Listen to your heart about how you're feeling any given moment. And if something is making you feel off, pull back a little bit. But if you're feeling like just going full force into it and you feel that vitality to keep going, then keep going. Your intuition is going to be your guidance this month to let you know what, when, how, hair, maybe there's something you're changing with your hair, all the why, what, how, when, and why, you know, all the questions we can ask. Okay, a closing message please for group 1. I don't want to end your reading. I've been having so much fun hanging out with you. I hope you're enjoying it here too as well. If you are enjoying your time here, please don't forget to subscribe. I never asked people to do that on my old channel, but people are like, you gotta ask, you gotta say, hey, like the video if you want that engagement. So yes, I would kind of say thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, but I would never come out and ask. But you know, hey, if you don't want to, you don't have to, right? It's just a question. Yeah, so if you like the video, you can like it. If you want to subscribe for more, you can click the notification and the subscription bell, or the notification bell and the subscribe button to get notified of my future readings. And we also have here, I'll have what I'm having. There's no need to try and manipulate the universe into giving you something you don't have, because the truth is, you already have everything. It may simply be tucked away. The trick is in fine-tuning your awareness to remember that what you already want, you already have. Yes, just trying to remind yourself on a daily basis that you are this limitless, masterful being. Having a human experience can really benefit your life in so many ways. And maybe even just writing it down as like a phone notification or a reminder every day on your phone that pops up right after you wake up that says, hey, remember, you're a limitless being having a human experience. And with that parameter as your like guidepost, anything is possible. So I hope you guys realize that anything is possible for you, Group 1, in November of 2022. This month ahead feels very, very bright and beautiful, with full of new beginnings for you in Group 1. So I cannot wait to hear all about it below. Please don't forget to comment and let me know how this resonated for you. Any questions you might have about it, hey, I'm here for it. I want to talk to you guys and hang out with you guys in the comments as well. And I also wanted to say thanks again so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes, and all the other things, the donations. Anyone looking to donate to my channel, I do have my PayPal linked below. I don't have super thanks right here quite yet because we're starting over from scratch. But anyone feeling called to donate to the channel, the money does go to the channel, but I'm also saving for my mom whose house burned down in July of 2019. She's still literally living in a camper, and it would be my biggest dream in my world, in my life, to be able to get her in a home again. So your donations do help make that possible. So thank you so much. And your donations are never ever expected, but always greatly appreciated. And may they return to you tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000, 1,000,000-fold. Please, please return this beautiful, loving energy back to those who are donating. And I'm going to shut up now and quit rambling. I just don't want to quit hanging out with you, Group 1. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much. And I hope to see you here, right here back at Harmony Portal Tarot. All right, you guys. Bye. All right, group number 2, or those of you who selected this cute little unicorn, this is going to be your in-depth. This is a little longer than normal, but in-depth November 2022 pick a card reading. So if you don't have time to sit through the whole thing, you can always save it to a playlist or come back to it later. Get yourself a nice beverage or a meal, sit down, get cozy. We're going to hang out for the next, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, however long it's going to take. That's how long we're going to be here. So, for the card used to select your pile for the month of November 2022, we have the Expectations card, and it says here, don't seek anyone's approval. So there might be certain people in your life this month that are placing some unneeded expectations on you, or they're just expecting you to do more than you can give, and they might even have something to say about it if you don't give them 110%. But this is letting you know you don't have to shine for them. You're shining for yourself. But also, don't place too many harsh expectations on yourself to try to please others as well. Then we have the number 3 here, or the number 12, which adds up to 3. So the number 12 or 3 might be relevant to you this month. The 3rd of November, the 12th of November could be days that you're experiencing some, good self-care, good vibes, and picking up good vibes with this card specifically. And this might be a month of creativity. You're really expanding your horizon in one creative endeavor or another. You're trying something new. You're literally taking time out of your day to stop and smell the roses here. This is beautiful energy. So let's see. We're going to deal out the tarot portion. I'm going to deal them out relatively quickly and kind of let you know quickly what each of the positions is, and then we will go back to the beginning, dive in, and do a more meticulous examination of the energies at play. For group 1, November 2022, what do they need to know? And this, we're going to start out, get my sage that crumbled off there. We're going to start out in the past position. So what past energies from October, September, August, what are you bringing in from those months? We have the World, so there's something you're closing out, or you had closed out during those months, that you're now starting to see this new beginning. I'm really picking up. So for the month of November itself, we have the Emperor. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this so much. Look at this major transformational energy you're already having with this month. So what about the end of November going into December, January, maybe even as far out as February 2022? 2 of Wands, so you're making some plans. Like I said, we're coming back to really dissect these energies, but let's see what the best path to follow is for group number 2 for November. Ooh, more major arcana energy with strength. Look at this, you guys. Okay, what wish is coming true for group 2 this month? What, you can't make this up. This also came out in this exact position for group 1. And yet another major arcana energy, you guys. All right, outcome for group number 2, 2 of Cups. I love to see it. We got two Wands, 2 of Cups. This is beautiful. Wow. I'm so happy because I have kind of tuned into the collective energies of November already, and it's kind of scary out there. Not gonna lie, as a human collective, it's very scary energy, but I'm just beside myself with happiness so far that 2 of my 3 piles here are gonna be kind of rising above the fray of the collective tumultuous energies of the astrology that's going on in November. A lot of tumultuous energy. I mean, we literally are starting the month out, well, October 25th, there's going to be a solar eclipse. And then I think it's November 8th. Yes, November 8th. There's going to be a lunar eclipse this month. So major transformational energies. And then you guys have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of your 6 cards here are also major arcana, major transformational energies for the month of November. So not to say everything's going to be completely smooth sailing, because you guys are closing out a lot of old cycles and starting a lot of new cycles, but you're feeling empowered. That is the name of the game for the month proper, the month of November itself. You have the Emperor himself. So let's go ahead and start at the beginning here with these past energies you're bringing in from August, September, October. You closed something out. You left something behind. You ended something. It doesn't have to be something bad. You could have just, transitioned from one phase of life to another. I'm seeing someone watching that maybe went through menopause during those times. For the first time, you're now in menopause. If so, congratulations to all that beautiful crone energy. That's amazing. Others of you might have retired. I'm seeing this as a retirement, quite possibly. The whole menstrual or menopause thing is a retirement of the menstrual cycle. But I'm really feeling maybe these transitions weren't exactly easy for you then, but the energy you're now carrying into this month yes, you have a lot of transitional energies, but these are powerful transitional energies where you're in your power. So these, yes, there might be hiccups and little bumps along the road, but for the most part, you're feeling empowered and inspired and ready to connect to yourself, to connect to others, to really I see a major expansion of your heart chakra, your spiritual path this month. This goes beyond what you can see, taste, touch, smell, and what's the other one? Hear. Trying to think of all the senses. This goes way beyond. And in group 1, we did tune into a lot of third eye activation, a lot of clairvoyance going on. I see the same for you as well, but because I couldn't remember hearing right away, there might be some clairaudience really coming online for you guys as well this month. This feels so powerful. I don't even know where to start with you guys, but we're just gonna keep going the progression of the way. So this will lead me the way, so I know where to go. Because Spirit's giving me so much information all at once. I don't want to miss anything. I want to get it all out. And some people have in the past on my other channel complained that I talk too fast during my readings here. But it's literally because I can't get this information out fast enough and try to maintain and get out everything Spirit is showing and revealing to me and telling me as I read. So my apologies if those of you that do struggle to understand what I'm saying because I talk too fast. I try at certain points to remind myself, and I didn't even ask Spirit to remind me, hey, slow down my speech so people, slow down what you're showing me and give it to me in smaller chunks so I can get it to everyone else in smaller chunks as well. But maybe your mind is going a mile a minute like this, and that whole little explanation I gave you is maybe you're talking fast this month. You're trying to get your ideas down or your words out. So maybe keeping a notebook or a journal near you, or even your notes app on your phone, could really benefit you. I just felt like taking a really deep breath right there. So let's do that together. Okay, all of us, all of us, me and you, and then me and you and the whole group, all of us watching right now. Deep breath. Yeah, I think we're just so excited about all these changes that we want to do everything right now, but we also understand that with new beginnings, we got to start with the foundation, and then we got to put some walls, and I don't know the exact step-by-step process, but if we're building a house, we definitely need to not even start with the foundation. Let's dig out where the foundation's going to level it all out first. Let's start there. And I think you guys have already dug it out, and you're ready to build a new foundation. So some of you might be starting that new job we were talking about, or just building something new from scratch, or maybe taking elements of something from the past and incorporating it into this new now experience, now moment, something you are going to be very proud of. At least even by just the end of the month, you're already proud of what you're creating and what's going on here. But with this month, the full month, you're feeling way more in your own power and authority and sovereignty than you have in years, days, weeks, months, decades for some of you. You're just literally sitting on your throne, but not in an egotistical kind of way. This is a very grounded kind of authority and power. This is not an overbearing, controlling, greedy kind of power. This is very sovereign, very spiritual power that you are bringing to the table. And I'm really looking at these little feathers here. I don't know what kind. They might be falcon feathers if I'm not mistaken, but you can maybe figure that out yourself. I'm not sure. Maybe they are owl feathers. We do have an owl there, but I just want to talk about the falcon spirit animal. You have a lot of spirit animals here. We've got a bumblebee. We've got a hoot owl. I don't know what kind of owl specifically. A falcon that was just intuitively coming in. We've got male and female lions. We've got gazelles. We've got a ram. We've got a mouse. We've got a snake. We've got a frog or a toad. We've got elephants and yet another male lion. And then a fairy. We've got the fae coming in. You have a lot of natural, spiritual animal and elemental support this month to make your dreams a reality. Let's just spirit animals for days for you guys. This is beautiful. But yeah, falcon specifically, they're wanting me to have you look up falcon and of course the male lion. Because we do have it, I don't know if you can see him here. He's up here with the caduceus, the snakes with the whole medical symbol. So you are in charge of your own healing, your own, being your own medicine, or using your intuition to know what medicine is right for you or not right for you. Some of you might even be coming off of medications, or were on a medication for a time and now you're off of it. Others of you might be starting a medication. Of course, use your intuition for what rings true and what's best for you. So for the end of the month, this is the end of the month of November, going into December, January, maybe even as far out as February 2023, which sounds like so far away, but really it's just months away at this point, which is just crazy to me. But yes, you have the Two of Wands. This is about making plans. And of course, right now, they seem to be looking into the past. He also kind of seems to be looking in the past, although I see so much forward progress. I mean, he's looking in the past, he's looking in the past as well. But then we have this elephant looking, it's like combining past and future. The snake's looking to the future, she's looking toward the past. At least I'm seeing this as past from how I have this laid out in front of me. But sometimes we need to look to the past to see cycles and, repetition of things that once happened, to specifically if we want to steer clear from them happening again. But I think a lot of those cycles that you were worried about maybe quite possibly happening again, you've worked hard and healed and closed those cycles out so that you don't have to experience them again. And if you do, it's not to the degree, it doesn't affect you as much, because I'm seeing like this onion being peeled. It's like layer by layer by layer. Now they're showing me a pomegranate, and it's funny, I've been eating a lot of pomegranates, so my thumbnail here is slightly yellowed, and I got little dirt and stuff from the pomegranate stuff that just kind of gets stuck. Just this thumbnail. Everything else is clean and good, but just this thumbnail. So I don't know, maybe eating a pomegranate, but pomegranates really, they do represent so much abundance and opportunity. So you guys might be looking back to the past to gain those little seeds of things that did serve you in the past that can absolutely also serve you in the future. But also those seeds, when you are peeling apart a pomegranate, there are also some brown seeds or kind of dented up seeds that are very, almost rotten, but not quite. You could eat them, but they probably don't taste as good as a fresh, just plump, ripe, red pomegranate seed. So maybe even looking back, you're like, oh, don't want that one, don't want that one, don't want that one, but I definitely want all these. Okay. So it's like you're separating the wheat from the chaff, so to speak, of your past experiences to be able to apply the good things you've learned, that wisdom that you've attained, both for good and bad, that you can take into your future, your present and your future, to make the best decisions and choices for yourself with these plans that you're making. So you're not diving in and going full force and, just bulldozing everything and everyone in your way. No, you are meticulously stepping around things as you take this sovereign and, empowered approach with your month of November. You're very meticulously making plans and taking steps. You're not just going right on in. And this is based on your past wisdom, knowing and learning from past mistakes so you do not repeat them in the future or this month of November. So for your best path to follow, we have the Strength card here. And this was the card that really shone with me a major heart chakra activation. And it's very interesting because we do have a green hue around it, but there's also a slight yellow tint to the green hue of this heart chakra. And the yellow chakra is the solar plexus just below the heart chakra. So this is almost like a fusion or a union, especially if we look at it this way. The heart's up here, yes, it's upside down, but then look how lit up also that solar plexus energy is. I know it's like a moon on this card, but for sake of my, what Spirit's showing me is you're really having a union between your heart and your strength, your solar plexus energy, your willpower, your confidence. So what this is saying to me is this confidence, this self-esteem that you really are exuding this month. Again, it's not coming from a cocky place or an egoistic place. It's a very heart-centered, very grounded, very humble place of sovereignty that you're coming from and exuding in this world. And you're going to actually really inspire a lot of people. Your own higher self is coming more online as these activations and upgrades happen for you so that you can really make those dreams a reality, where maybe before you felt like a victim or like you had to get someone's permission or who am I to shine, no one's going to listen to me anyway. You're leaving all of that, you're checking all that at the door like those rotten pomegranate seeds. They do not come along for this beautiful journey that you're taking this month and into the future, all the way through February of 2023, but quite possibly even beyond, because we're not really tuning beyond that, but at least until then, you are bringing this, I just got this head bob, I'm awesome and I know it. Talk to the hand, you're not coming with me, very, Valley girl, not that you guys are Valley girls, but Valley girl from the 90s. But very assured, very self-assured, and you know your ish doesn't stink this month, but you're not doing it in a cocky way. It's a very proud way. You're very proud of how far you've come. You know, proud, pride, lions, you know, it all goes together. But it's not from an egotistical standpoint. This is a very spiritual evolution you're making. And other people are like, what is she? Her hair is shining brighter. His skin looks clearer. Wow, she looks great today. Whatever it is. You're just shining brighter because you're allowing more of that beautiful light, your own higher self, to come online, and people are noticing. So you might get more compliments this month than you have in years, or at least in a long time. And it could be random people, it could be people you know, it could be people that compliment you all the time, but they're like on super drive with their compliments. Their compliments are coming from everywhere, maybe even online. A lot of online compliments talking about your beautiful appearance. You're just shining. You're sparkling this month, which feels so good. So for your wish fulfillment, coming in hot, we have here Temperance. So with the theme of all of this transformation, one of the things you guys are really transforming this month is your sense of balance. Remember what I said, you're not just bulldozing and just taking whatever comes at you. You're very meticulously stepping here, then stepping there, stepping here, like stepping stones, knowing what, you know, just put your weight just this much on this stone. Okay, now let's shift this way. So, like I said in group 1, you know, the priorities that really are a priority one day of November, maybe not a big priority by the end of November, but as each hour goes by, as each day, as each week of November goes by, you're knowing where to focus your energy, what is the priority in those moments, those days, those weeks, that is going to give you maximum impact for your own sovereignty, your own success, and also helping others, because this month also has a lot to do with your connections with other people, specifically those strong connections, the people you love, the people you adore, the people you admire, and that also feel those ways about you. You're really strengthening those bonds this month because we have here the Two of Cups as the outcome. So those of you who are my singles out there, you might be getting into a relationship this month with all this hard work and healing and light that you're exuding. You're attracting someone. For those of you who are in a relationship or even maybe single, this could even be like a soulmate energy of a friend, or maybe you just kind of rekindling a relationship with a friend or a family member or someone you haven't talked to in a long time. And just remembering or realizing how much you love this person and how much they mean to you and how much you adore them and all the things. It to me feels like a cooperative energy. And again, with the twos, this is partnership. Some of you might be starting something up with someone. I'm seeing maybe like a workout buddy or a walking buddy if you're looking to get more movement in your life, or an accountability partner of sorts. So you and someone else are teaming up to keep each other accountable for your goals or your wishes or your dreams, whatever that looks like. But even maybe, like we were saying, the Spirit just showed me again the pomegranate, picking out the ones that we know aren't for us. The rotten pomegranate seeds we don't want to eat. We don't want to consume those. So again, there might be some people you're leaving behind this month, or just kind of moving away from, energetically speaking, because they really aren't it for you anymore, vibrationally speaking. So maybe you still enjoy talking to them once in a while, but they may not just be like this day-to-day part of your life. And that could even look like a coworker that maybe you weren't the closest to, but they're leaving your life, they're leaving the company, and you may never even have to hear from them again, for someone here watching. Okay, now that we have wrapped up the tarot portion, let's go ahead and get into the oracle card portion of the reading for group 2, the month of November 2022. Ooh, we have the empty well, time to replenish. Yes, all that self-love and self-care that we were talking about at the very top of the reading is coming back. So it is time for you to replenish that energy. But you guys have a lot of vitality and strength this month that you're bringing in. But make sure with that balance, because this is in your wish fulfillment or the wish coming true for you, you're going to be able to replenish. You know, you're going to work hard one day and then get a good night's sleep and then be able to get up the next day and maybe take it a little easier the next day, because you're using your intuition to kind of guide you into what you should do from day to day, what you should prioritize, what you should focus on from day to day. And I think your self-care definitely is going to be a thing to really focus on for yourself. And we have the number 16, which adds up to 7. So specifically with your spiritual, you know, some of you might just be spiritually tired or feel you've been involved in some spiritual warfare. I mean, we all are pretty much on a constant basis on this planet. Spiritual warfare is just constant. But some of you might have just been feeling a little more spiritually attacked. But this is about finding, releasing, pulling cords or cutting cords, cleansing your energy, protecting yourself in all the spiritual and emotional, physical, and mental ways that you do. Just keep those up this month. And then we have Skybridge, possibility for union. There's that Two of Cups. There's that, Two of Wands, union, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, divine masculine, or maybe the other way around. I don't know. I can't tell the male or female elephants. I'm not sure. But wow, this is exactly what we were just talking about with the union. Coming into contact, and it doesn't have to be, if it could be two female, like, soul sister energies coming together. It doesn't have to be just feminine and masculine like we were just saying. But wow, the number 47 here might also be relevant, and the number 11. And it's funny because 4 plus 7 is 11, and then we got the two pillars which look like an 11, and we got the two pillars here of the wands that look like an 11, and we've got the two trunks that also look like an 11. So you might be seeing a lot of 11s, 11, 11, and 11 going into 12. There's progression here, so you guys really are progressing in something that is very passionate or very close to your heart and soul this month. All right, what else do they need to know, please, Spirit? Group 2. Ooh, we got refinement. Look at that. Like a fine wine, you are really refining yourself. And we have Scorpio energy on the board. We also have the number 42, which adds up to 6, which is about balance, finding balance. Refinement to me, again, goes back with self-love, self-care. And this is the dahlia flower. And it's very interesting. We're about to enter Scorpio season, or maybe we are in Scorpio season. Yeah, well, at the time of my filming, well, you guys are mostly probably watching this in November anyway, but yeah, Scorpio season kind of takes up a nice little chunk of November. But the flower dahlia, it reminded me of the black dahlia. So I don't know if you guys, there might be some of you that were really, like, invested or interested in, like, the mystery of the case of the black dahlia. If you don't know what that is, you can always Google it. I think her name was Elizabeth Smart. I always get it mixed up because there was a gal that was abducted named Elizabeth Smart, maybe, and then Elizabeth Short was the black dahlia. I think you can look it up if you don't trust my whatever here. But yeah, but also I'm seeing, like, herbs, like we've got a little mortar and pestle here, like crushing up herbs, maybe even making teas, tinctures, stuff you could put on your skin. Maybe you're finding more natural ways of treating your body and, things that you're consuming or using on or with your body. We got this in group 1 as well. Trust. There's all that third eye activation, trusting your own intuition this month is back. It's here, and more Scorpio energy. Double Scorpio. Some of you might be a double Scorpio. Scorpio sun and moon, Scorpio sun and ascendant, moon and ascendant, or maybe you just have a lot of planets in Scorpio. Something with your Pluto quite possibly, as well as Mars in Scorpio. But wow, you guys are just on it with your intuition this month. I don't know much more I can say. Oh, it was very funny. I did say in group 1 about basil tea, like how I thought, when I made basil tea from my own garden, I thought, I don't know, basil tea doesn't really sound good, but it actually was quite good. I was surprised, yes, and I did add my honey to it from my bees in my backyard, and it was very good. Let's see, but yeah, you guys really are trusting this month. Let's get one from this deck, and it's funny because I was gonna say this was the blessing coming to you this month, and then group 1 got the blessings card. But what blessings are coming for group 2 for November? Yeah, I love this. Security. You are feeling much more secure, specifically in your own body, in your own energy, in your own aura, in your own sovereignty. You are feeling this sense of security. And also with the lions here guarding their den, this is very den energy. Maybe even blessings, things coming in around the home, blessings around the home, purging, decluttering, decorating for the holidays, things like this. And this was going to be I was thinking it, I didn't say it out loud, was the maybe challenges or obstacles this month. But we have freedom, which is very funny because you literally flew the coop on the obstacle. So the only one who can hold you back this month is yourself. That's it. There's no external source, no spiritual warfare, no, rules, no boss outside of you that is going to hold you back. The only one that can do that this month, really, group 2, is you. that's it. That is it. Okay, so I meant to grab one of these for group 1, but we got 3, so we're just going to keep the trend. We're going to pull 3 of these cards. And this is just, I can't remember what I labeled this. I don't know. But for you guys, I want to label these cards Word of Advice and Wisdom. Sorry if you can hear my dog hacking out there. He's got this issue for at least 2 to 3 years now. Well, I was gonna pull 3. We got 4 for you guys, so we're just gonna roll with it though. All right. So first and foremost, advice, self-care. I mean, I can't say it enough. I've said it probably too much already in your reading. So self-care. Tend to your garden. Tend to your own home, your own body, your own, energy, whatever that looks like for you. Self-care. So we don't need to keep reiterating that, but you water your garden first. That's what I'm hearing. We also have serenity, value quiet days with only the rustling leaves breaking the silence. So this is about getting out in nature. Those of you who are experiencing autumn time during November, if it's warm enough, get out and, maybe pick up a leaf or 2 like I've done here. I just went out in my front yard for the leaves and in my backyard for some of these more weedy things that you've been seeing in my daily messages lately, at least at the time I'm filming this, or October 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, somewhere in there. The decor, I just went in my front yard and my backyard to get some leaves. But yeah, get out in nature or do something that brings you a lot of quiet and a lot of peace. This could be reading, this could be salt baths. And I think these two really do go hand in hand. Really do go hand in hand. We also have here retreat. Oh my gosh, exactly. Yes, you are retreating. Doesn't mean you're spending the whole month of November in hermit mode. No, because you did not get the hermit card. But there will be moments where you're balancing all that busyness and external, more extrovertedness that you've got going on this month with pulling your energy back or knowing when, using that intuition, there it is, to know when to pull back or retreat. Never underestimate the healing power of a quiet moment. So you've got quiet and quiet in 2 cards here. And remember we were saying at the beginning about clairaudience, being, that spiritual hearing. Your guys' clairaudience is coming online. You might even hear a lot of ringing in your ears or just random stuff. Maybe you're hearing voices in your head and you don't think you have any kind of medical condition or anything. You're hearing more. Your hearing just is very heightened. Specifically in the quiet. It's like the quiet might even be very loud to you. But then we have the Dare card, take a risk and fly. Yes, that is that freedom card. The only one that can hold you back is you. But you're balancing it. It's not all, remember, bulldozing gung-ho. You're knowing when to step, when to stay, when to step again, when to stay. You're knowing. So this is finding a balance of putting yourself out there and then pulling back. You're finding a beautiful balance this month. Okay, one closing message, please, for group number 1. Oh, no. I pulled the wrong card. So you have an extra card. Well, you have 2 extra cards because we pulled the next one of these too. This was supposed to also be a challenge for you. And I'm like, oh, freedom. But let's just see any other obstacles or challenges that might quite possibly be in your way. And you guys are just full of lots of stuff. So caching and territory. Well, caching, that is what, animals will do with food to store it away for another day. So some of your obstacles might be that it's hard for you to save for a rainy day, or it's hard for you to hold something back for later. But that doesn't have to be a bad thing. This month, I think it's okay to enjoy. So, if you have a little bit extra money, normally maybe you would save it, but this month it's burning a hole in your pocket. I would say once in a while, that kind of energy is fine. But just, watch it. Finding the balance. And I think because wish fulfillment coming in here is you will be able to find the balance with any money or spending or resources. Then we have territory, number 49. Territory. So again, I think that the pride, the lions are very territorial. And you might be territorial, again, of your own energy, of your own aura, knowing when to pull back. So I don't see this as an obstacle so much as you just, again, knowing when to replenish your well, do self-care as opposed to being out there and grinding and doing and going and being there for other people. It's about finding that nice balance. Okay, now let's get a closing message for group 2. Ooh, too many. They tell me to keep going. Okay. And we have here, oh, we're about to run out. I'm glad I looked up at the camera. Let me restart that. And we're back. Okay. So it says, let your heart do the thinking. And what was I saying about all that heart chakra activation coming in for you this month? Yes, your heart really is like your intuitive guidance this month. Let your heart do the thinking. The best solution will not be found between your ears, in the maze of your mind, through paralysis analysis. Your best guidance can be found in the moment, in the loving sanctuary, security, the sanctuary, the cave energy, in the center of your heart. Let love lead and you will find your way to freedom. Yes. Wow, group 2. This was a powerful reading, and I thought group 1 was powerful, and yes, they were powerful, but you guys were equally as powerful in maybe a slightly different way. I just wanted to give a quick thank you to those who have subscribed and come over here, and thank you for subscribing. Please feel free, if you don't want to miss any future readings from me, to subscribe. That was never anything I ever asked on my other channel. Will you please subscribe? But only if this content resonates with you. And please click the notification bell, because that does up your chances to get notified when I do upload something. And I hope you guys are enjoying my daily messages that I've been putting out. I hope that's not too different than my regular pick a cards that the algorithm is going to completely hate me like it did on my other channel. I hope I'm not spreading myself too thin with that. But please let me know below if you like the long form content, the short form content, or both. If you like it all, just let me know that too. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all those likes on the video, your comments, your shares, your subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you, group 2, right here back at Harmony Portal Tarot. Alright, you guys, bye. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your reading over here on my new channel, Harmony Portal Tarot. And if you selected the clear quartz crystal, this is going to be your message. These are more in-depth messages, let's just say your more in-depth message for the month of November 2022. And yeah, we're gonna start with this card to kind of get the underlying energies of the month ahead. Then we're gonna deal out some tarot, then we're gonna deal some oracles, and if you're anything like the other 2 piles, we're getting lots of extra cards, so please feel free to get yourself a nice comfy beverage, get cozy, get a meal, get yourself situated, and we're gonna be doing this for the next, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes or so. If that's too long, you can always watch what you feel and then pause it and come back to it later, whatever resonates most for you. But let's just get into this. Let's feel into the month of November for you, group number 3. Okay, and I want to see, I'm just very curious if the trend from my last channel, The Done Creative, is going to continue in group 3 on this channel. Because I'm the same channeler, so to speak, so maybe the trend is holding. If you know, you know. Group 3. So we've got here the number 23 to start us out. So the 23rd of November might be a date that's relevant to you, or also the 5th. 2 plus 3 is 5. But this is, the underlying energy this month is about you gaining confidence. But it does come with practice and time. So you really are using this month to get clarity. We've got the Ace of Swords on this bag here. I love when they include symbolism that we can bring the tarot into, even an oracle card. I love that. She looks a little apprehensive. She doesn't look as confident as someone might look if they were in full power of their sovereignty. We did get a lot of a glimpse of that in group 2. So if you're here from group 2, hi! But confidence does come with time and practice. So it's kind of a fake it till you make it energy. That's what's underlying any new beginning or anything that you're kind of unsure of this month. You are kind of faking it till you make it. And I know sometimes that can be an uncomfortable energy, kind of trying to be something that we quote-unquote aren't. But a lot of times when we desire something or to try something or to be something, it's because part of our soul wants to experience that. So really, we already are it. We already are in resonance with it. It's just we need to remind ourselves or remember in some way that we are what we seek. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our tarot dealt out. And we're going to do our regular monthly spread. But we're going to start with the past energy and then kind of deal it out from there. I'll kind of give a quick, brief little whatever, and then we'll dive right back in and start over once everything is dealt out. Okay, so past energies you're bringing in from August, September, and October into the month of November. We have the Ace of Swords. Look at it. Look at him. Look at him. He's so pretty. Yes, clarity. Some of you recently got clarity these past months leading into November about the new direction you're going, and then that's now you building confidence to really go in this direction. So for the month of November itself, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. New beginnings, group 3. Who's she? Who's he? What are you doing? New beginnings all around. Look at this. And for the end of November, going into December, January, maybe even as far out as February 2023, King of Cups vibes. Look at this. This is beautiful. I'm loving this so far. Wow. All right. For the best path to follow for the month of November for group 3, 6 of Cups. Aw, I love it. We're going to keep on going. Okay. So what wish is coming true for group 3, November 2022? King of Pentacles. So we got Ace, Ace, King, King. And a 6 of Cups in the middle of that. Okay. And for the outcome, please, Spirit. What is the outcome for group 3 for the month of November 2022? Ooh, we got the Hanged Man. Okay. All right. We're going to dive more into that when we get to the outcome energy. And I might even pull a clarifier on it depending if we need it or not. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Okay. We're starting back here in these past energies you're bringing in. You got clarity. You got focus on something new. You had an idea, this new bright idea. It's very interesting too. We've got the sun outside this window of this train or this bus, whatever this is here. It's like right slightly above her crown chakra, but also sort of above her third eye chakra. And it's very yellow, which, resonates with solar plexus, which is the, center of confidence as well. So it's almost like your spiritual up-leveling or spiritual upgrades really are bringing you more confidence in the material world. So there might have been a business idea, a spiritual idea, or something that came to you in a meditation, a dream in the past few months that you have started to take action on. I do believe these are morning glories. They kind of look like morning glories, but they also kind of resonate with this one weed. I can't never remember the name of it. Oh, I wished I knew. Maybe the book will tell me. Alright, I looked in the book. It did not tell me the name of this, but it did talk about bats. So we do have bats here, which I saw. But this is about intuition, using this idea, this clarity, and truth as well. Ace of Swords is a card of truth. Having the truth of the fact that you are this limitless being having a human experience when you just are operating in a way that makes you think you're just this measly human with no past, no present, and no future. But wow, you are so much more than you think you are. And the truth of the matter is you're learning as you go, as you grow, that you are limitless, and anything that you can set your mind to, you can achieve. It's all about taking that action and having the confidence in yourself to see it through. So some of you might have this big dream, this big desire that you are just even thinking about it, it excites you, but yet at the same time it greatly overwhelms you. Like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much work. I'm never going to be able to pull that off, whatever this thing is. But you do. You have the ability. You have the wherewithal. You have the gall to be able to do this thing or to accomplish this thing or become this version of yourself, whatever this is. Because in the month of November itself, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So you are being presented with a physical opportunity. This could be a new job. This could be abundance. This could be, someone giving you a hug. I mean, anything you can is tangible with your sights, your five senses, your sight, your smell, your taste, your touch, and your hearing. This is about something you can literally touch. I had the hardest time talking about the word touch. It came out weird when I was saying it. And when I say tangible, the sense of touch is feeling the tangible with your hands or with your body, with your energy. And she's almost hugging herself, keeping herself close, making sure she's not too vulnerable for the wrong people. So some of you are having this sense of clarity surrounding what opportunities are meant for you and what opportunities are either too good to be true or just totally not for your highest good. You're going to be able to utilize your intuition and your mental, analytical capabilities to vet out and sniff out the best opportunities and to be able to avoid those that just are not in your highest good. And with this King of Cups, this is coming in for the end of the month. This is November going through December, January, maybe even as far out as February, which, wow, that's just a few months away. I cannot wrap my head around the fact February is a few months away. But you really are,
much like group 2, stepping into this role of leadership in your life, because the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, these are leaders in their perspective or in their respective fields. A leader of emotions, or someone who knows and has been through the emotional ringer. You've got a lot of wisdom under your belt with emotional trauma, wounds from the past. You're now acting as a mediator maybe for others in your life. You know when going gets tough, the tough get going. And what I'm just hearing too right now, you don't have to be so tough this month, because your confidence is just a natural thing that is coming forth from you. This kind of air of authority is just coming from you naturally this month. You don't have to try to prove yourself or work so hard to get other people on board with your air of authority. It's subconscious, it's just unspoken. People just understand that you know what you're talking about. You know life. But remember that Ace of Swords that you've been carrying for the past few months and maybe will continue to carry through some of these opportunities that are coming your way. You will know the truth of the matter. Your body doesn't lie. Your emotions don't lie. If someone is gaslighting you, I see you being able to overcome this relationship or this circumstance to where this person is no longer affecting you on an emotional level, or they're no longer in your life. If they are in your life, again, they just have no emotional effect over you or stronghold over you anymore. This could even be someone you broke up with a long time ago, or in the past, but you're still struggling to find out, who am I without this relationship? Who am I without this person? You are so much more than this person allowed you to think you were. Not that you had to get permission, but part of you kind of conceded permission to this person to tell you who you were or what you could have or who you could be. Very toxic relationship. If it wasn't a love relationship or a marriage, could have been a friend or a boss, someone at work, someone in your life that just didn't have your best interest at heart. Even if they weren't, exceedingly nefarious, they just were more about themselves than wanting to do what was right, if that makes sense. But you're vetting out any future people or potentials for people gaslighting you. You're vetting this out and saying no. But remember, it comes with time and practice. That you're starting to put down some new roots this month. You're planting that seed and allowing it to sprout and bring these little roots down for you to grow your own confidence, your own abundance, your own ability to make more money and bring in more resources for your life. Because that's something we're getting into with the wish fulfillment coming in. But for your best path to follow. A lot of times we were talking in group 2, I was group 2, yes, about sometimes we do have to look back because hindsight is 2020, and we can have that major clarity and truth of the Ace of Swords by looking back at the past, so as to not take on those mistakes or follow those same cycles of the past because we have that experience of those yucky cycles, specifically maybe with the way it makes our body feel or our emotions, and we're like, yeah, no, I'm totally not going down that road, and you can steer yourself clear of potential gaslighting, potential bad situations because of your past experience. So that experience of getting that or having that happen in the past is actually serving you in the present and future because once you know better, you can then do better for yourself. So some of you, your best path to follow might be to examine a little bit of what's gone on in the past so that you can now shape and pick out, like we were talking about in that example, the pomegranate in group 2. Pick out the seeds of, the right, beautiful, abundant seeds of that pomegranate that are going to serve you moving forward, and then pick out those kind of more rotten, brown, kind of squished up seeds that can be in there once in a while, and just discard. We don't need that anymore at all. That's what you're doing. So your best path to follow is kind of using the past as a gauge to help you in the present moment to really direct you in a better place in the future. And she is traveling. She's on the move right now. So some of you might be on the move or feeling like you're between houses or between, maybe you're halfway or partway between where you've been and where you want to be, and you're kind of maybe even some of you feeling in a bit of a limbo this month. But that's where your past experience, your past traumas, your past life, whatever from the past that's been either holding you back or even projecting you forward, looking at both the good, bad, happy side, everything in between of the past is what's going to help you in your present and of course also in your future. So with your wish fulfillment with the King of Pentacles, so you really do have the Midas touch with the projects, the ideas, the conversations you have this month. You are planting little seeds everywhere you go, and those seeds, though they may not completely all sprout this month, you will start to see some sprouting of your past seeds planted this month. You will have some benefit, reap some reward. Very Nine of Pentacles mixed with King of Pentacles vibe I'm getting from this. Past hard work is really coming through, coming to fruition for you this month to really pay off in a big way. I'm just looking up and noticing these are all crooked. Sorry you guys. I know you guys probably don't care, but I do. I just want everything to look pretty. It's still a little off kilter, but maybe I'll smooth my board. There
we go. Okay, there, much better. So maybe you're looking at something from one angle and you think, oh, it's all lined up, it's all great. But then you maybe take a sleep, take a relaxation, you see it from another angle, me looking up at my camera and realizing, oh, that's not quite right. It doesn't mean I need to tear it all down, but let's just slightly adjust it. So there might be, again, with the hindsight being 2020, they're showing me at the eye doctor when they're number 1 or number 2, when they flip the frames in front of your face, that little, almost looks like those things you would look at, I've seen them on movies and stuff in New York, the binocular things that you pay money to be able to look through them and see all the sights of the city from afar. Is it 1 or is it 2? Okay, well, let's adjust this for the clarity, because any confusion that you might have had in the past, you're getting a lot of clarity, a lot of, that 2020 vision of what this is going to look like for your future, and, knowing what things to completely steer clear of, what people to completely steer clear of, to keep yourself on a path that you feel really good about being on. But some of you are setting down roots. I mean, this could be, we did get this a bit in group 1 too, about moving. Some of you might be moving. I mean, she's literally on the move. This could look like a trip, a day trip, an extended vacation for some of you, or moving from one town to another, one state to another, one country from another, for some of you. But in the very least, this is showing you need to get a little more movement in your day. I've been tracking my steps lately, so it's been all about movement for me, where I was leading a pretty darn sedentary lifestyle before that, and now if I'm sitting too long, my legs start hopping up and down, and I'm ready to get up and just walk, even if it's just in a circle around my kitchen a couple times. It's like a body in motion stays in motion, and that is just so true. It's once you, and I'm not a person that likes exercising or, doing that type of stuff, but now I crave it, and I want to do more of it. So sometimes doing something that is good for you, but you drag your feet, oh, I don't like this. But the more you do it, remember, it comes with time and practice. You're gonna build up to actually enjoying something that is good for you, but you don't really like doing. And it's gonna be different for each of you, so I don't think I'm gonna try to give an exact example, but whatever resonates most for you. Then we have the Hanged Man energy. So yes, you have had some clarity in the past, but I think by the end of the month, there might be something that comes up that you're feeling a little stuck on again. So we're going to get a clarifier on that for sure for you. What do we need to know for group 3 to clarify this Hanged Man energy, please, Spirit? Well, they want to give you 2. Wow, okay. Whoa, I'm glad I did this. Okay, so we have the Emperor and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so remember, you're really embodying like the true essence of your emotional fulfillment, your emotional balance, and not allowing your emotions to just completely take your whole day off kilter. You'll feel it, heal it, deal with it, and then let it go and move on. That's what I feel for you. But with this Emperor, this is you taking control. Remember, seeing things from a different perspective. Like, that is the Hanged Man energy. The person, or the animal in this case, is hanging upside down, literally seeing things upside down and backwards, pretty much. So, like I was saying about the hindsight being 20/20, sometimes you just need to see things from a different perspective. Maybe even almost feeling like you're putting yourself in someone else's shoes to see what you can't see through your own eyes with your own light. And she even has glasses on, which I'm also wearing my glasses right now. And I, being someone who's very nearsighted, I see much better in the distance with my glasses on than I can see with my glasses off. So maybe some of you are getting your prescription adjusted because that's the second time like the eye doctor kind of thing has come up. But with this Emperor energy, this is you making changes, you taking action to decide how you're going to see things. If everything in your life looks like a dumpster fire, which I don't see that that's actually the case, but say for extreme example, that is the case, you can see that dumpster fire as, well, at least I'm not going to freeze tonight. Just really reframing the way you think of your circumstances. Like, oh, I still have to do all these things, and all I want to do is, eat dinner and get in the bath and just unwind, but I still have like 4 phone calls to make, and I got to do this, and I still have to cook the dinner, and oh my gosh, it's like, you could look at life that way, or you could be like, you know what? I'm going to make a game of this. I'm not like rushing through it, but I'm going to see if I can actually get dinner done in under 30 minutes. Okay, well, I'm going to write down the phone calls I need to make, and then I'm going to cross them off my to-do list. I don't know about you guys, but I just think there's something so satisfying about crossing something off a list. Maybe that's you guys as well. But it's basically reframing and taking ownership or control or sovereignty over maybe even outside circumstances or situations that you may not have control over, but feeling more in control of what you do have control over, if that makes sense. Okay, we're moving on now to the Oracle card portion for Group 3, the month of November 2022. What do we need to know? All right, we have here Root Girl, the disowned self. And coming in on this position, this is where I put the first card in all 3 piles. So the fact it came out on that Ace of Swords, you guys have like untangled yourself from the roots that held you down before. You're no longer blooming where you're planted in an area or a situation or aura or location that just doesn't feel good to you anymore. You've uprooted yourself, and you're about to plant yourself new seeds to grow new roots to create a better life for yourself. Whatever that looks like, it's going to be very widely different for each of you. So I'm not, again, going to say an example, because I think of all 3 piles, you guys are the most diverse and wide from, one thing to another in your lives. That general is probably better in your case, I think, because I think maybe the most people actually selected pile 3 of all the piles. But we also have the number 46 here, which adds up to 10. So new beginning, yes. As you worked through, maybe some of you even worked through some root chakra issues and healing, did a lot of root chakra healing. And one great way to easily, I won't say easily, but easily or get a start on healing your root chakra would be to walk outside barefoot, or picture roots growing from your own feet down into the earth to really get the benefit of that earth energy. Okay, we also have here Perfect Storm with the number 44, master number 44, I might add. It says here, the courage to step into life, courage, confidence. It's all tied to that solar plexus we were talking about earlier. So yes, you guys are maybe life has been a little chaotic. You felt disowned or uprooted in some way, that now you're on the move. And like I was saying earlier, some of you feel like you're between where you've been and where you want to be. And this is like, the perfect storm. It feels like you're in in the middle of it, right? So it could feel a little chaotic, you know, those choppy waters we were really talking about here, and being able to still feel in balance or in control of your own self through, you know, having the courage to face whatever's in front of you instead of begrudgingly, you know, dragging your feet, rolling your eyes like, I don't want to do this, this sucks. It's like, rephrase it. Yeah, maybe it's not great, but like pull up the big girl panties or big boy panties, roll up the sleeves, get the thing done, and then move on to something that's more enjoyable. Like, that's what I see for you guys this month. All right, what else do they need to know, please? Group 3, what do they need to know? We have desire here with the number 3 with cos lettuce. Get one more and then we'll dive into these energies as well. And trust this, I crap you not, you guys. I don't like to swear on here, so I crap you not. This came out in this position for all 3 piles. Collective energy of trusting your intuition, your emotional response, your body. Trusting is the name of the game. Your clairaudience, your clairvoyance, your clairsentience. These are all upgrading collectively for all 3 of my piles this month. Specifically the clairvoyance, being able to see the truth. No longer confused. And again, with the sight, all this sight analogies that we've been using with the eye doctor and hindsight being 2020. Well, your intuition has that hindsight being 2020 in the now moment. That's the beautiful thing. We also have, I love it, we've got the number 3 and then the number 21, which adds up to 3. So you have master number 44. The number 33, if you combine those, 21, 3, 23, or 5, 46, or 10. So yeah, we've got a lot of beautiful angel numbers you can look up. Sorry, my kids are home today. They're downstairs playing. I can hear them screaming, like not in a bad way. They're playing. Yeah, so let's see. We are putting this position as blessings. What blessings can group 3 expect this month, please, Spirit? Voyage! Yes, you guys are on the move. You're going on a voyage. Those of you who aren't physically going on a trip or moving or doing any of that, this could be a more spiritual or internal voyage you're taking. Down like 20 leagues under the sea is what I just heard when I said that. But look at all the whale symbolism as well. So I think whales, specifically orcas, aka killer whales, and then we got humpback whales here as well. I think that's what those are called. Maybe they're sperm whales. I can't quite remember. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm failing my beautiful cetaceans. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, whales, cetacean. I might be completely wrong on that as well, but let's focus. There it is. And it's like carrying, like this mother whale is carrying the baby whale, and they've been taken out of that water, you know, taken out of that emotional environment that's no longer serving them, but they don't look like they're, you know, beach whales or stranded in any way. They're being plucked out and moved, like, you know, the root girl plucking herself out of a situation or an aura or a place that's no longer resonating with her energy or his energy, to move you to calmer waters. Wow, I love how this is all coming together. All right, let's see any obstacles or challenges that group number 3 might have this month. Ooh, we have night. So some of you might be up at night or staying up a little later, but I don't think this is just, you know, insomnia at play or anything. I think you guys are getting a lot of spiritual downloads and a lot of spiritual upgrades in the night. And as your body is doing what it's doing or your mind is doing what it's doing, you might wake up. You might be involved with that. But then we also have number 33 here as well. So the number 33 on the board. Wow, I love that. But yeah, things really illuminate for you, specifically with your intuition and your clairvoyance at nighttime this month. It's going to be prime for you guys. But an obstacle could be maybe you can't quite fall asleep when you want to because your mind is so busy, or your body is buzzing or upgrading or doing what it's doing. So yeah, there's maybe a bit of a trade-off. But one thing I do when this is going on, and I definitely need sleep, I tell my spirit team, can we just pull back on this a little bit until I can fall asleep, and then you got to do what you got to do. But let me get to sleep first, please, Spirit. And they, 9 times, if not always 10 times out of 10, they will listen. Or at least ease off enough that I can do what I need to do. So some of you might be experiencing a little bit of that here and there as well. Okay. All right. Anything else? And we I wanted to pull one of these, but for group 1, we got 3. For group 4, we got, group 4, oh my gosh, there's no group 4. Group 2, we got 4 cards. Let's see how many we're going to get for group 3. Okay, that one wants to come out. That one. Ooh, you're getting 4 as well. So those 2 flopped right on out. And a 5th one wants to come play too, so why not? Why not? Load it up. Okay, let's get these all facing the right direction so we can just go through them. Okay, beginnings. Yes, so after those endings, we got that 10, that new beginning. So there it is. Don't be afraid to start small. The courage to step into life. Confidence comes with time and practice. So there is this not being afraid, having confidence, having courage. There is this call for courage and strength this month for you guys. But there's also a lot of success. And what the heck? What the heck? It says bloom wherever you are planted. We were talking about, that bloom where you're planted. You're uprooting yourself. But this to me feels like you're blooming wherever you're replanting yourself. So, oh my goodness, I love this. I love this so much, you guys. The magic is at play right now. Can you feel it? I can feel it. Can you feel it? I can feel it. Am I talking fast? No, you're talking fast. No, I'm talking fast. No, you're talking fast. Okay, shut up, Amanda. Okay, Wildflower. This came out in, I want to say group 1? Could have been 2. It says, live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere, and bound by nothing. So basically, yeah, you don't have to bloom where you're planted. And my deck just hit the deck. It hit the floor. So literally my deck upended itself because I got so excited. I'm moving around here. But look, live an uncontrolled life, free to grow anywhere. You're not, rooted in one place. Yes, you are making strong roots in what you're doing, but that doesn't mean you can't also shift. It's almost like multi-dimensional what you guys are accomplishing, which is so huge. Yep, my camera stopped recording. I have no idea how long I've been rambling on without knowing that it was. But man, sorry about that. Sorry. Hopefully we can see everything. I might have to rewind it and put some better footage in here for you. But this tends to happen on group 3. I just get so long-winded. I'm sorry. We also have forgiveness. A crushed flower still gives off a sweet scent. So you guys are forgiving yourselves. You're forgiving others this month as well. It's very interesting because in group 2, I think it was group 2. Here's the card. She's actually smelling the flower. So I don't know, some of you might be here from group 2. Or maybe there is a message from group 2. Even though you guys had quite different messages, maybe there's some additional messages that you guys want to know. And we have persevere. I think this also came out in group 1. So leave no stone unturned. So you guys really are going forward and not allowing your past to hold you back. That's really what I'm feeling most with this, is not allowing your past to hold you back. All right, let's get one closing message, please, for group number 3. And here it is already. Wow, that was quick. All right. It's brighten and enlighten in spite of being frightened. There's more, don't be afraid. Don't be frightened. Courage. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, courage. And then, courage and confidence. Yes. So this is very solar plexus. Closing out the afraid and frightened energies and instead embodying the courage, the confidence, and just that sense of self-assuredness, right? You're no longer feeling like the disowned self. You are feeling more of a sense of assuredness. It says, don't run away from that which scares you. Move toward it with open arms. Maybe that's what she's doing. She doesn't have open arms, but she's still doing the thing. She's still doing what she needs to do, even though she's maybe not happy about it. She's doing what she knows needs to be done. But as she practices and time passes, she will feel more in control or more confident about what she's doing. So I will start over since I interrupted it. Don't run away from that which scares you. Move toward it with open arms. Join forces with your allies and angels. Together, blast fear with so much love that it transforms before your eyes into a healing elixir. And that blasting fear with so much love that it transforms always reminds me when I read that from this card of the Care Bears. The Care Bears didn't go in with swords and battle these people or, like ninjas and fight them like the Ninja Turtles. They literally spread love and transformed the bad guy into someone lovable with their love. I mean, that is what you're doing. You're acting basically as a Care Bear this month. Wow, that is so powerful. I don't think I can really add much to it that's going to be more powerful than that short and sweet little message there. Okay, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this message resonated for you, brought you some clarity and guidance for your month of November 2022. And as we always say here, if there's anything you experienced in this reading you do not want to have happen, you can completely avoid it, because forewarned is forearmed. So you have the knowledge here, so you can circumvent anything that might be something you don't want to experience by taking action. Alright, you guys, I just want to say to those of you who came over from the Done Creative, hi, welcome to the new channel, and those of you who are new, hello, and thank you for subscribing. For all of you that have subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe, and also click the notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new reading for you. And I hope that those of you who have been watching my daily dose messages, just a quick little message in the moment, I hope you're enjoying those. I'm really enjoying creating that content as well. I hope you enjoy both the long and short form content, but if you prefer one over the other, or if you like them both, hey, let me know below. I would love to hear from you guys. And I want to say thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you, Group 3, right back here at Harmony Portal Tarot. All right, you guys, bye.